Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 9, Geopolitical Simulator for Power and Revolution with Germany. Unemployment, 4%. That's pretty good.
Here is our growth forecast.
Predicting 1.36% growth this year, which actually would be nice because that should help inflation stabilize some. I would like to just take a look at unemployment, but I don't think I really want to reduce it. It is going up, but I don't think it makes sense to reduce it, and the reason why is because I'm going to eventually reduce it more by increasing the army, which we're actually going to do now. So we're going to go for 350,000 troops and 2,000 commandos. It's going to cost us 2.5 billion, but we need to continue to grow these numbers because if we're going to go to war with a country like Germany, then we're going to have those numbers on our side now. The people don't seem to like that, but we'll see if that kind of starts shifting as we sort of try to alter people's opinions of all of that stuff. They remind you of the terms demand military intervention. How should we vote in this resolution, Chancellor? Obviously pro. Actually, employment... That went up. I thought that would go down, but national defense and employment went up. So there's only one group here. A pacifist union, and will appear on television because people seem to love me. Saudi Arabia just declared war on Yemen.
Your television appearance was very well received.
There we go. So they loved me. New political family. And there we are. A new year, a new life. First thing first, I decided to send everything flying girl and change the internet service provider that's been driving me crazy with all of the lagging, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this went through. So the resolution was rejected. There were fewer than 9 votes in favor of it. 2 pro, 0 against, 13 abstain. Surprisingly, everybody abstained. So that's a good news. And China actually voted yes, which is weird. So, but it did not go through. I would have needed more votes.
Sure.
So that's fine. We're going to create a sales contract with India, see if we can make some money with them. See if there's anything here that they might like. Automobile construction, I thought they would, but they don't. Beef, beer, bottled water, kind of. We're already selling all of it. Cement, cereals, chemicals, clothing. Let's just fly right down this list. Consumer electronics. That's a large industry, but their purchase price is lower. But let's just try it anyways and just see what happens. Maybe they have enough of demand for it. Let's see if we can get them to consider paying. Oh, okay, that was my fault. Let's try that again. Consumer electronics. Go for 123. 121. Really? That's weird. It must be the amount. 128. 115. Wow, okay. Yeah, it's the amount. Okay, let's go down the list for something else. Foul was the big... Oh, but we're selling all of our foul already. Gold. Or all of our excess anyways. Liquor. Their purchase price, though, is high. I need to find a country that will give me a decent price on liquor. I went 23, 22... Okay. So they're not going to trade with me. Did the natural gas go up? Nope. And it probably wouldn't. Perfumes and cosmetics. At this point, I'm just strictly looking for something that they have an interest in paying me good money for. Nope. Their purchase price sucks on all this. except for the tire industry, which I'm producing like just stupid amounts. So we have the ability to sell this. So 182, 163. Wow, okay, end the meeting. They don't want to trade at all. All right, so I gotta find a better trading partner. Let's trade with Romania and Turkey. I'd like to look at my alliance situation with Turkey again anyways. I know I can check here though. Technically I could just go to, let's see, create a military alliance and see. Yeah, we've already got a military alliance with them, but we'll see anyways. I guess the next thing would be probably taxation. Let's see. Just want to see what people think of this now. Has it started to grow on people? The party's definitely a little bit more for it. At least one of the houses are. Okay, Yemen declares war on Saudi Arabia. That is interesting. I have a feeling that Saudi Arabia is going to completely roll Yemen. 92,000 troops. Saudi Arabia has 223,000. Actually a pretty well-matched fight. Just depends on which country pulls it off. You can see Saudi tanks and troops moving in. We got Yemen tanks, missile launchers moving in. Ooh, the Yemen calls on the UN to issue an ultimatum against Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia started the war. That could be interesting. That could certainly be interesting. All right, I'm going to pass some taxation through here. Let's go for this. Let's go ahead and raise this some. Almost frees up $1 billion. Everybody loves it. We'll create a new reform. We'll call it for the kids. You got to do it for the kids, you know. So we'll create that reform. We will throw an additional tax on industrial pollution there. That frees up $5 billion. Everybody loves it. It's for the kids, obviously. So you'd be a terrible person not to support the bill. Tax on pornography. I'd like to lower this, though. It doesn't really cost me that much money to lower it. Oh, everybody hates it, though. I know I could get it through. Under the bill, but there's no point in doing it if nobody likes it at all. I could raise it. People love that. But I'll save that in my back pocket for when I need to pass an unpopular bill through. Let's see. Tobacco tax. Boy, that's like insane. People do love it lowered, and so doesn't the government. So that's another kind of back pocket bill if I got to get something unpopular through. So let's see what's the popularity of this right now. It's gonna go through. So let's try to pass some unpopular stuff. Company tax. I actually want to lower that. It's gonna cost us $10 billion. Oh, it just got added. That was a mistake. Cancel the bill. Now I gotta wait for that to get canceled.
You have
there, so it was withdrawn. Okay. But I think it's going to be locked now. Let's see. See, now I can't do anything with it. Damn it. Now I can't even do anything with it. Oh my god. Okay, tax and company turnover. I hate the way this game does stuff sometimes. Okay, everybody is against raising the turnover tax. It is at 295. What if we go for a nice solid 3%? It would go through. What about 3.20%? It would almost go through. 3.10. That would go through. All right, so we're going to throw that on for the kids. This is still going to go through. Real estate tax. Oh, yeah. People love losing their homes. People love it. I mean, who wants to have a house, really? I mean, it's just better not to have it. Wow, look at that. That's exciting. 2.8 billion. Psh, gonna throw that on the reform. The reform's called For the Kids, but I forgot why I called it that. Because it's clearly for the money. I probably should have just called it that. Tax on financial transactions. I know that Parliament's certainly against this. And I can't go any smaller in increments. I could actually get rid of that tax. That is a pretty massive budget cost. They're also against that, so they don't know how they feel. Oh, what? Let's see. Yeah, the company tax I wanted to lower, that was supposed to help. I'm going to go for employer social security then. Ah, Jesus, that's a budget cost of 22 billion. What about employee? Okay, so I'll have to obviously kill people to lower that. Because the more people we have in the country, the more expensive that is. Value added tax, that's a $25 billion budget economy. I could probably put that on For the Kids and it would actually go through. What if I did like a 0.5% increase? It's 12, almost 13 billion. It's pretty the same across the board. What about just like 0.1%? Right? Like, I'll just slowly tax you guys to death. Just ever so slowly for the kids. It's for the kids. Do it for the kids. See, it's still going to go through. Do it for the kids, guys. Look at these tax brackets. What if we lower the tax for the poor and raise it for the rich? You know. Because we don't really want people in our country to be motivated to make money. We want them to, we want growth and technological advancement to be damn near stagnant. So if we tax the rich so that they make the same amount of money as the poor, then nobody will have any incentive to be intelligent or get a degree or do anything really. So that will level the playing field, and then everybody will be equally poor, and they'll have to rely on government to take care of them, which is ultimately what we want. Obviously, if we poll this, people love it. They're like, yeah, take the filthy rich's money. And if we increase it on the poor, they're like, oh, wow, look at how much money we'd make if we tax the poor more, though. Oh, my God, they love it. Dude, Germany loves when you take their money. But they're going to be protected. Even though they love it, they'll be protected by the House. It can't go through referendum. I could throw it on For the Kids, and it would probably go through, but what would be the point? They're just going to go ahead and tax the rich a little bit, right? Maybe. You know what? We've put enough tax on this. Let's just let this go through. I did want to lower company tax, and now I can't do that. We'll see if we can tack it on real quick near the end. We'll just kind of see if that resolution kind of dies. I'll just keep an eye on this and see what happens. But look at that. People are loving it. Oh, and they're hating it too. Sitting against the motor racing. I don't understand why the motor racing club just has it out for me. They're just like, they hate me for no reason. Oh my God, they hate me so much. I've come sensitize you to the climate change problem. This isn't just about a few degrees more in winter or summer. It's obviously a lot more serious. In random order, desertification. In random order. Who talks like this? Desertification, ice cap melting, leading to a rise in water levels, and provoking the flooding of several islands. Ocean current disturbances leading to major climate change such as hurricane formations and coastal glaciation. Oh my God. Extinction of animal species unable to adapt to the new temperature in the disturbed seasons. And I could go on. I'll leave you now. I hope that my little spiel gives you something to chew on. Can I have this guy assassinated? Ecologist. I'm going to meet with him. Listen, buddy, I'm trying to raise carbon tax and stuff. I'm obviously trying to solve the problem through taxation. I'm not really sure if that fixes the problem, but government tells me that that fixes the problem. And why would government lie to me? Dude, we're going to get this budget access to like 200 billion. That should be the goal. 200 billion budget access would just pay off the debt a lot quicker. As long as we're paying off the debt every single quarter, good things come our way. I read that on a fortune cookie once. So we just need to continue doing that. Now, obviously, the sit-in is hurting us a little bit. We could appear on television. That seems to work really well.
Your television appearance was watched attentively, as usual. Now...
They decided in their opinion, though, it didn't work as much as usual. They want their race cars.
No thanks. Huh.
Yeah, now he's drunk. So, let's see. Encourage him to take out a party card with your own party. Yes.
Yes, it's a good idea. I'll do my best.
Oh my god. This guy's gonna speak highly.
Yeah, we'll have...
Okay, he's not gonna speak highly of me, but he did take a party card out in my party. I just converted the ecologist over to the, I guess Germany's right. Ooh, the Belarus Network Confidential Information. I have proof that Belarus government bought 2 nuclear missiles from Madagascar. Ooh, we are going to the UN. You are in so much trouble. Belarus. Confirm. Evidence sufficient for sanctions. Chancellor, after examining your request, we admit that the evidence that you brought to our attention is sufficiently strong to take concrete action against Belarus. We are going to war, boys. We are gonna ask the destination that threatens world peace. We are going to ask for military intervention against Belarus. And this time try to get it to go through.
For the moment, we have the sit-in under control.
No, just let it tick by. I don't care. It'll eventually lose steam. I can be certain of that. Are we... Let's see. Romania, that's right. I want to do a sales contract with you. I don't know what for, though. I want to see if there's anything you'd be interested in purchasing. I should eventually just write down the ones that I've got production in, so I could just like skip to those ones. Because obviously going down the entire list is pretty dumb. But it looks like they already have everything that I could offer. They are not interested. They are clearly a much more powerful self-sufficient country. Their purchase price is low on milk, and they don't even want that much of it. Yeah, pharmaceuticals. Ah, here we go. Average purchase price is not really that high, though, but let's see what we can get. 136, 132, 125, 119, 116. Wow, that's really good. Yes. Okay. Perfect. I will offer you a coffee for doing that for me. And military alliance, by the way? Yeah, okay. Wow, we have an alliance with just about everybody. That's going to change rapidly when we start going all crazy. Ooh, that guy gave me good statements in press. Nice. Probably because he technically wasn't part of my party.
The sit-in.
I'm going to forget for the moment my customary indifference, the policy.
So for him to speak highly of me is kind of like a really big deal. I'm actually surprised that he did speak highly of me. He said he was going to consider it, and he did it anyways. We could have a pretty big boost here. I'm going to dump a little bit more money into housing, but we're just going to do 10. Oops, not one. We're going to do 10,000. Confirm that. How are these military bases coming along? Oh, these ones aren't dismantled. They probably should be. Ooh, our meeting with Turkey. Let's do this real quick. I think I already met with them once in the past. But I wanted to meet with them again to see if there was anything I missed. Or if anything has changed in the course of the last year with their industries, which it definitely looks like it hasn't, because their purchase price is super low on everything they may be willing to buy. Except for pharmaceuticals. Let's go in hot. We might get another really good deal. Especially because they're going to buy so much of it. Okay, I messed that up. Let's try that again. I didn't even remember my last one. We'll go for 129, 121, 115. They're already at 110. I want to go for 114. And they agreed. Perfect. All right. That's fine.
The movement seems to be blowing itself out. Demonstrators...
Perfect. So the demonstration's over. Oh, we can get our popularity up a little bit more, probably. But let's just wait a second here. All right. So we're just waiting to see when if they're gonna listen to our resolution, which they should. They should. Military's happy with us. With us to the death. How is the army doing? It's growing. It's certainly growing. We should make more nukes. We only have 4. We should make 8. Can I increase elections? It looks like I can. Let's see here what we could do. Change length of head of term state. I'd like to go for 5 years. Can we get that through still? It's so damn close that I can probably get it through. I'll create a new reform. We'll call it the Keep Me reform. We'll confirm that and create the reform. And then I got to figure out how I'm going to get that to pass. I bet if I lower my salary a bit, it might go through. They do like that, so we'll throw that on the Keep Me reform. Be like, hey, keep me for 1 more year, but you can pay me a little less. Oh my god, it's like not gonna go through at all. I mean, I probably didn't have to mess with it because I'm democratically elected by Parliament anyways. I think Parliament would go through. Ooh, I could do appointed for life, but that would require the people to love me, and they hate me. They don't hate me, but they definitely don't love me enough for that to go through. Could I throw something in here for Parliament that maybe they would let me if I change the length of term? They certainly do like that. Why don't we do that, add that to the reform? Because it doesn't hurt to have them. Yeah, now it'll go through. Oh my god. I might be able to swing this. I'll have to meet with some of the parties. Which ones are like really close? They're kind of close. It could still go through. Let's meet with this guy. See if he'll speak highly of our bill. And we'll even meet with this guy. Hopefully we don't fill our schedule up too much. We're going to try to get this through. So like I said, if Parliament stays for 1 more year, it's not a huge deal for us. Because eventually we're going to dissolve their powers anyways. Or at least try to. 155. Average purchase price is 156. So this is terrible. Are you trying to sell me electricity? For a little bit cheaper than I'm already purchasing it. Okay, okay, okay. I'm actually going to refuse this, even though it's not a bad deal, because we're going to eventually get him to.
I understand what you're saying, but
we're going to get to energy independence. Pending resolutions, Saudi Arabia intervention. I'm going to actually probably vote yes for that to try to get the UN to intervene. So that way they're not as worried about me when I go kicking in the front door of Belarus and maybe Russia. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get this guy. Here's a coffee. Okay, glass of champagne. There we go. So I want you to encourage him to support this law. So change the length of head of states. Value added tax. I want him to, let's see, tell him your militants can be proud of their leader. Okay, perfect. So he likes me a little bit more. Modify the government salary change. Okay, so I just want him to like change the length of head of state's term.
I'm sorry, but we still...
Oh, damn it. Well, what about this one?
No problem. I intended to do so.
Okay, so that might swing it a little bit more. We have one more meeting. Right there.
No thanks.
Okay, here's a glass of champagne. Yeah, you drunk. All right.
No, honestly. I'm not very fond of compliments.
Oh, okay. Well, I want you to support that. Okay. And...
No problem. I wasn't planning to, but I'll do anything to make you happy.
Ooh, okay. So that one. And how about this?
No problem. I wasn't planning to, but I'll do anything to make you happy.
There we go. So we've got the support. Now we'll just have to see if the bill goes through. It's very close. It's very, very close. It may not go through. I could tack something else onto there. Oh, I'm out of money. I need to get more money. I need to find a wealthy guy to donate to me. Left-wing billionaire, right-wing billionaire. We're going to have to meet with him. Get a little bit more funding for the party. And I'm lowering my salary. This is not good. Chancellor, I have strong suspicions that it is President Valentin Salov's intention to develop a nuclear weapons program. Oh my god, Belarus is out of control. This is perfect. Not only do we have damning evidence that they have purchased nuclear weapons, but now we have damning evidence that they're trying to build their own weapons of mass destruction. This is awesome. And we just discovered new tech. And Uruguay wants to meet with us for some reason. And let's go ahead and move some of these troops. We're going to leave that military base because of the plants, the nuclear power plants that are going up there. But I'm going to move some of the troops out of these bases. They just don't need to be here. We're actually probably going to need troops off over here on this border because we know that we're going to be fighting Belarus, and who knows where they're going to come from, probably from this direction or even the water when the time comes. And might as well get rid of those because as far as I can tell, there's no city or anything here, so I don't know what these were protecting. So now these can be dismantled. That actually leaves room for me to grow my kind of like nuclear power section, I guess. Nice. And free up a little bit of money.
Sure. I'd be happy.
All right. You're definitely the richest and most generous, and I need you to give me money.
Yes, it's a good idea. I'll do my best.
All right, perfect. And encourage them to take out a party card with your own party.
Yes.
Okay. And speak highly of me.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Probably shouldn't have him do all that stuff. It's going to be a little suspicious when he's like speaking very highly of me and, you know, throwing money at me and stuff, but whatever. We need it.
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Oh my God, the reform went through anyways. The For the Kids reform went through. Oh wait, no, that's the taxation one. That's the taxation one. That's right. That's not to keep me. All right, that's good though. Popularity went up just a little bit, but that's especially going to help purchasing power. We should see the budget excess here reflect this in a bit. What else?
You are giving our country a big breath of fresh...
Okay, well, we're going to meet with you actually and get you to speak highly, mate. Attempt to eliminate the head of government in Austria. No, because I don't want to get caught trying to do that when I'm doing so well. The political distrust in motor racing again. All right. I'm going to have this guy executed. I'm so sick of this coming up. I swear to God. Oh, God. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and leave it off here since we're out of time anyway. So we'll see how this all reflects in the next episode. Things are looking pretty good, though. And hopefully, guys, we'll have some type of war here coming up shortly. Once the resolution for going to war with Belarus goes through, which it looks like they are going to vote on the resolution on the 25th of January. That can't be right. So I don't know what's going on here, but we'll see where it goes. Maybe that's when I put it up for adoption. That don't make any sense though, because they haven't voted on Saudi Arabia yet. This must be a bug. So we'll just see where it goes. Hopefully it goes forward. Right now they're working on this demand, so maybe it'll come up after that one. All right, so I want to thank you all for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you next time.